Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a general May prediction for May 2020 for whoever clicks on this video. This is meant for you. So this is not a pick a card reading, this is just a very general month of May predictions. So I'm going to hop right into it. And I will be using a guidebook for one of the decks that I have. Today I usually don't use my guidebooks. But I have a new Oracle deck and I haven't had the chance to memorize them yet. So we're going to go ahead with the Light Seer's Tarot and see what your month of May will look like for the collective. 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. 7 of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Strength. 3 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 4 of Swords, Justice, the Magician, the World, and 10 of Pentacles. Alright, so right away I'm seeing that you guys are going to be focusing a lot on growing your skills, your 8 of Pentacles, you're studying. It's a very, studious, I suppose, card. You're basically going to be focusing on all these things that are interesting you. So if you're a spiritual person, maybe you're looking into studying. And your 7 of Pentacles is putting energy into growing, your interests. But Pentacles are also, the family suits, the wealth, health, money, jobs. So it's any earthly possessions. So you could be working on, learning about your career, learning about health, learning about your family lineage, with the little 7 of Pentacles, with the roots and your pentacles and down in the roots. That kind of reminds me, for some of you, you might be looking into your family tree. For your Page of Wands, that's a very creative person, very, very vibrant. The Page of Wands is a very beautiful person, catches your eye. So, you might be seeing the beauty in things a little bit more this month upcoming. You could be getting into that creative flow, really playing around with it, as the Page of Wands is kind of young. So having fun with it. You're being responsible with your 8 and your 7 of Pentacles, but you're also having a little bit of fun with the Page of Wands there. Strength. So, that's kind of self-explanatory for that card, strength. So you could be really trying to push your boundaries a little bit. The Page of Wands likes to push boundaries. She is a fiery persona. She is very creative. So she likes to kind of push that. You also have the 3 of Wands, so kind of waiting for your ship to come in, waiting for the fruits of your labor to come in. So that in itself might be what you need the strength for. Maybe you're practicing a little bit of patience this upcoming month. And with Taurus, that's very interesting too, because with this month in Taurus, and we just had the new moon in Taurus, it's very much the stubborn side, but it also reminds me of patience in a way. They can be bullheaded, but when they want something, they will stick to it. So it's like a perseverance in a way, but patience kind of ties in it as well. With the 2 of Pentacles, so for this one, you are probably going to be having a good balance with things. You're not going to be too stressed out. You're going to have your material plane and your spiritual plane that you're going to be kind of balancing out. Your ideas of things that you want to have around the home and like earthly possession wise. But I do have the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands is like focusing on yourself and, you know, meditation and finding who you are on the inside and being in that little protective bubble. So it's really a card that's all about you. A lot of people read this card as like you have to be protected from somebody type thing. There's malicious intent for people around you. But with this deck, you know, they are pointing towards her, so she does, like, she is protecting herself, but it's almost like a calm in a way. It's almost, to me, it's more like a meditative state card. So you're going to be really needing to focus on your meditation. And for some of you, it could be the protection aspect. Maybe you don't have somebody very trustworthy in your life, but definitely take what, you know, resonates with you, as this is a very general reading. Then you have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is kind of, you know, it's the one after the heartbreak. So where your Three of Swords. So she's all curled up and she has this red ribbon tied. It's grounding. But she's kind of like in this nest and she's resting. So this is kind of a rest period for you as well. As Justice, you have, so you're going to be cutting through any truths or any knowledge that you're coming forward with this month in May. So, you know, really finding that balance, and that's Libra energy. So, I mean, some of you could be, we have Pentacles and a lot of Wands. So, I mean, you could be earth signs, fire signs that clicked on this video. So I definitely see a lot of earth, but that could be because we are in the Taurus month. And so then we have the Magician. So you're going to be really focusing on your skills, manifesting things. Definitely make sure that you keep an eye on your positivity. And especially with that Strength card being directly underneath of it. That kind of tells me to watch your strength. Don't let your strength be a fault to you this upcoming month. Then you have the World card, which is completion. Everything is going well. Everything is coming together. And then lastly, you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is like the happy family card. To me, it's like the nesting card, where you come across everything that you could want. You know, not necessarily family, but it could be friends too, where the group of people that you have around you is really a good group of people. You're very happy in your life and everything that surrounds it. It could be your career as well. So yeah, a lot of this month is going to really focus on you guys practicing your skills, mastering your skills, researching, learning more about it, taking time to rest when you need it, making sure that you meditate and keep yourself on a higher vibration. Don't fall into any kind of negative traps, so make sure you're protected. And there's a lot of balance and seeing things clearly for the first time and completion. So this month is going to be a good month for you guys who clicked on this video. It's kind of like a full cycle where you put in the work and then you're like having fun at the same time, keeping strong, waiting for that to come back and keeping balance, you know, focusing on yourself and resting, and then you're going to be able to kind of see through the truth and manifest those things fully, and then you're going to have that completion and that happy ending card. So that's a really good month ahead for you guys. So I'm going to go in with my energy oracle cards. Alright, so you have the World, so you get the World twice. So that is the end of the completion. That's kind of funny. That's really telling me that, you know, that's confirming that you're going to have a good end of a cycle. Then you have Anxiety. So, yeah, just make sure that you aren't staying too strong with that Strength card, the Magician card. So, you know, the Magician is a manifester, right? So you can manifest bad energy too if you keep yourself pushed to your limits too far. So that's kind of like what I was picking up too with when I said, you know, be careful with that strength, make sure it's not to a fault. And take time to rest with that Four of Swords, and make sure, you know, that you're keeping your mindset really fresh and protected. Keep your little bubble, you know, so you don't have that anxiety. You also have the thinking woman, so that really corresponds to me with the Eight of Pentacles, where you're really looking into things that you're researching, learning, and then you have storm warning. All right, so again, with that Seven of Pentacles, you know, you could be having, some of you, a situation where you might have to protect yourself, and this could be legally, this could be emotionally. I definitely think it's more on the emotional side for most of you, because we do have anxiety, and the storm warning is, but at the same time it could be physical, because storm warning, it can be physical threat. So just keep an eye out on that. This is not for all of you, but for some of you, if this resonates, you know, just keep an eye on your anxiety and everything. And then you have the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So that's your throat chakra. So you're going to be communicating. So that could really come in with, you know, putting in that effort to research and putting in your energy to something, having fun, and making, like, I'm waiting for your ships to come in. So, you know, definitely expressing yourself, being silent in some ways when you're waiting for something to manifest, but definitely watch that you're not saying, because the storm warning and the 5th chakra is beside each other. Sorry, I can't talk today. Woo, gotta slow down. I talk very fast. But because they are beside each other, I would definitely just be careful with your words and the way that you speak to other people. You could be manifesting the wrong things if you are saying things when you should be staying silent, and focusing, because, you know, you have anxiety, then the thinking woman. So, you know, those two can be not necessarily the greatest pairing when they're beside each other, because thinking is great, but when you overthink, that's not good. So just keep your overthinking to a minimum. Make sure that you think about the words that you say before you say them. Maybe you might try to lash out at people this month, or somebody might lash out at you, because they have overthought something, or they have assumed something. Let me look into your Fallen Angel Oracle cards. Just kind of said that I need the book for this, because this is a new deck and I'm not quite used to it. So I'm just going to start from the beginning. So you have Astaroth, which is nothing seems to work. Be patient and wait for better times. So, you know, definitely with that Strength card, you need to call on that with your patience. Kind of comes into the 7 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords, where you're having that rest and putting energy into something, and waiting for it to grow. Then you have Deception, Treachery. You have a dangerous enemy posing as a friend. So yes, your 7 of Wands, you know, so you might have somebody that is in your life that's not super trustworthy. So you're going to come out of that, and you're going to need a lot of rest for this situation, but you are going to be able to see directly into the truth of the matter with that Justice card. And with your manifestation skills, I wouldn't be too worried about you know, physical protections or anything like that. But yeah, there is going to be some kind of storm warning for some of you, that's in regards to the people around you and your friends, and maybe even your family. Then you have Refreshment. A new romance or the rekindling of an existing one is in the air. So you guys might have some new love coming into your life. And with that happy family, you know, maybe some of you are separated and you're deciding to give it a second chance. Maybe you guys are going to get into a relationship where you're going to have children, or become even more committed this month. And then you have Harmony. So peace descends, a time for settling old debts and possibly a new romance. So yeah, definitely, I find with the World cards, where you got those twice, and then the happy family type 10 of Pentacles, that's a really good sign for you guys that the end of this month is going to be better than you think it is. It might be a little bit rough, but with that Taurus energy, I think it will definitely help you persist with your strength. So we're going to go ahead and look at your Reiki Inspirational card. So the themes for this month is unconditional love and peace. So definitely try to focus on, you know, having that recovery time, and focusing on yourself and making sure that your bubble is full of unconditional love for yourself. Unconditional love for the people around you as well, but definitely put yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup. And whereas you might have a couple people in your life or a person in your life that's not super trustworthy right now, make sure that that love is for yourself first, because you don't want to be giving it necessarily to the wrong person before you give it to yourself. It's always important to put yourself first when it comes to loving, just in general. So, alright, so the universe has your back, deck. So your message this month is, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. When I am connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe, and the universe has my back. So this month, definitely, you're going to be divinely guided. Try to keep that joy up. Focus on the things that you really, really like, you know, this month. And focus on the things that you really love this month, and keep up that joy and that peace as much as you can for yourself. Like I said, probably going to have a little bit of a rocky, maybe it's going to be like a shouting match. You don't, like, you know, with that fifth chakra, the throat chakra. But this situation is going to end up fine. So it might be anxiety inducing at the moment, but it will be okay. And then I'm going in with your healing mantra cards. Befriending pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. So, you know, sometimes, that's kind of funny that it talks about friendship, befriending pain, because, you know, you're going to have a little bit of discomfort this month, but that's okay. You'll get through it. Rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. So yeah, put that time and effort into yourself this month. Definitely focus on what you want to do. Focus on, you know, waiting for your manifestations to come into you. Have that belief in the universe, and definitely know that it's divinely guided, that you're going to be receiving all of this good stuff in good time. 2 world cards is really powerful. The world is a major arcana card, and you actually do have like a few major arcana. You have 3, 4, I think it was. Let me just check again. Yes, you have 4 major arcana cards in this spread out of 12, so that's pretty good. And one of them is doubled. So definitely take what you will from this. If it resonates with you, feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know. I love to hear from you guys, whether this resonates or not. And definitely just keep an eye on yourself. Keep an eye on your back. Really use that justice energy to kind of slice down through the truth of the matter. Maybe it would be better for you to do that sooner than later when it comes to this friend situation. It might cause you anxiety to do so, but it's good to be prepared for that storm that you now know could be coming. So it's better to prepare than not be prepared. But like I said, just keep your strength up, keep your rest up. And that anxiety will be, you know, still happening probably, but it will be easier to manage when you're rested and you're making sure that you're looked after in your little protective bubble of yourself. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this is a little bit of a short video. In my last video I kind of talked about how I don't have the best uploading system for like internet wise, so yeah, my videos are going to be shorter, but you know, I work with what I have, and this is what I got to work with, so I will make it work. I'm a very persistent person. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.